On the last edition of Wasted Potential, I discussed Raditz, the evil brother of Goku who could have perhaps been used better in the Dragon Ball franchise. However, there was another Saiyan introduced in this arc who served as Raditz's teammate and another underling of Vegeta. That Saiyan was Nappa, the badass elite Saiyan warrior who invaded the Earth with Vegeta and laid siege to the Z fighters, bringing them to their knees. But was Nappa wasted potential, and what else could he have accomplished in the series had he been used differently? Well, in this video, I'm going to break that down. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and enable notifications so you could see all of my content right away when it comes out. So Nappa is another character introduced in the first saga of Dragon Ball Z, the Saiyan Saga, in which he served as a secondary villain to Vegeta, the Saiyan Prince and Big Bad of the arc. Nappa was an elite Saiyan warrior who was imposing in both power and size, being nearly 7 feet tall and nearly making Vegeta look like a child by comparison. Nappa is similar to Raditz, and while he doesn't serve as the main villain of the arc, he provides a massive challenge for our heroes, which in turn makes Vegeta seem even more badass as a result. However, Nappa is similar to Raditz in that while neither are as powerful as Vegeta, they actually have more accomplishments in the arc than he does. As while Raditz dominated Goku and Piccolo and led to Goku's death, Nappa dominated the human Z fighters and Piccolo, which led to the deaths of Chaozu, Tien, and Piccolo. While Raditz set up the training for the arrival of Nappa and Vegeta, including Goku's training with King Kai, Nappa was the one who set up the Namek Saga by killing fighters who couldn't be wished back for a second time with the Dragon Balls, and then killing Piccolo, who was directly connected to them. It's pretty much because of Nappa that the entire Frieza saga even happened. And while Vegeta provided us with an awesome fight with Goku, as well as being able to essentially defeat him in combat, he didn't really accomplish much in the arc. Well, unless you want to count him blowing up Arlia in the filler, which even then didn't impact the plot. But of course, Goku shows up and is able to overpower and defeat Nappa with his increased strength and use of the Kaioken technique, breaking his back before Vegeta kills him. And after that, Nappa is pretty much gone from the story. And although he shows up in some filler cameos, Nappa is pretty much forgotten after the Saiyan and Frieza arcs. But much like Raditz before him, I wonder what else could have been. There's many interactions we never really got to see with Nappa and events he could have played a large part in, such as the fight against Frieza and his men on Namek. As Vegeta got a Zenkai fighting on Earth, it's likely Nappa would have gotten a sizable one from healing from such a serious injury, which the rejuvenation tank likely would have been able to heal. And with Nappa as his partner, it's possible that Vegeta wouldn't have had such a difficult time against Zarbon, and may have helped against the Ginyu Force, although it's unlikely that they would have been able to beat them before Goku arrived. One of the most interesting moments for Nappa would have been seeing his reaction to the confirmation of Frieza destroying planet Vegeta. And while filler touched upon it in the Frieza arc, it would be interesting to see him discover it for a fact. It's undoubtable that he joined the fight against Frieza, although he may have been killed in the conflict, but he also would have likely been wished back along with Vegeta and perhaps followed a similar path, seeking to push himself past his limits and training after the fall of Frieza, trying to surpass Goku and perhaps even Vegeta as well. Perhaps he could have aided in the fight against the androids or even Majin Buu, and if he had hybrid children of his own, they'd have no doubt become powerful like Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. So much like Raditz, Nappa is wasted potential in that he could have gone on to become more as a character as the series continued, especially now in Dragon Ball Super. However, in serving as Vegeta's right-hand man, a formidable foe who could destroy the Z fighters and create tension for the arc, and the one who caused the next arc to really unfold, he definitely served his purpose. But the concept of Nappa as a Super Saiyan and what the story would have been like with his continued involvement is certainly an interesting one, and perhaps another example of wasted potential in the Dragon Ball franchise.
Yeah, and you better subscribe, enable those damn notifications.